Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers loss tonight, 119 to 135 against the Houston Rockets. Where tonight it wasn't the best day for the Los Angeles Lakers because they play a very bad basketball. They were out to score and outplayed by the Houston Rockets all the game. The only time that the Lakers could compete was in the first quarter, but after that the Lakers couldn't compete, and in the end they lost this game. The Lakers look tired in this game because remember that the last Saturday they defeated the Warriors but in two overtime, and this team is old, and we could see tonight this. And another was that today the most of the players didn't play a very great basketball, and the Vanderbilt error that he was ejected in the second quarter, and for that reason the Lakers lost. But the Lakers were playing a very bad basketball before the Vanderbilt ejected. So about how I told you, the Lakers were competing in the first quarter where the game was close, but in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter is when the Houston Rockets to create that big advantage, where they outscored the Lakers and they won the quarter 42 to 31, and with these 42 points that the Lakers allowed in the first quarter, is tied the season high that the Lakers have allowed in a quarter, and the big difference was the second quarter where the Houston Rockets este, took an advantage of more than 20-point difference, but in the end, the Lakers could reduce that gap to 80-point difference. The Lakers lost the quarter 29 to 36. The Houston Rockets increased the leading to 18-point difference, and the Lakers were trailing in the halftime 60 to 78. The game was over in that moment, and in the third quarter, it happened the same that the second quarter. The Houston Rockets were playing better. The Lakers they outplayed and outscored the Lakers in all the departments in the offense and the defense. They took an advantage of more than 30 points, but in the end the Lakers reduced that gap. But the Lakers in the end of the third quarter they were losing by 24 point difference, and the game was over in that moment. And something that I didn't understand is why David Harm, the Lakers head coach, keep the starting players in the fourth quarter when the game was over. They tried to reduce the trailing, but it wasn't enough. I know that the Lakers won the last quarter, but I can't understand why they have still keep the players where the game was over when the team was tired for what happened the last Saturday. And the worst is that the Lakers will play tomorrow back-to-back games. They will travel to Atlanta, so the Lakers they will be tired, and I don't understand some decision for this head coach. And in the end, the Lakers reduced the gap, but in the end, the Lakers lost the game 135 to 119, and they lost by 60-point difference. About the statistics, there is not much to say. The Rockets threw for a 53.1 percentage for field goal, and the Lakers for 41 for almost 50%. The Rockets scored 12 triples, and the Lakers made 30 triples. But remember that this statistics is most because what the Rockets didn't do in the last quarter where the game was over and the Rockets relaxed its game. And the big difference was the Lakers lost the paint for 24-point difference, and here was one of the reasons why the Lakers lost. And about the individual statistics, the Lakers didn't play a very great basketball in any department. For example, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and LeBron James, each one scored 23 points, and Rui Hachimura 60 points. But I don't understand why these three teams, for example, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and LeBron James play a lot of minutes. For example, I can understand for D'Angelo Russell because it looked like that he will be tried before the NBA deadline. But I don't understand LeBron James because he's old, and tomorrow will be a back-to-back games. I don't understand. Also, Austin Reeves, where he played a lot of minutes where he didn't play a great basketball because he used to score 8 points. And Anthony Davis, I don't know why he played a lot of minutes. And something that I didn't like is that Taurin Sprint didn't play a very great basketball. He played 25 minutes and he used to score 5 points. And he's one of the players that need to be traded to bring better players. Hashimura had a good game, but it wasn't enough. And it looks like that he also will be traded in this NBA trade deadline. So let's need to move on with this loss. The Lakers lost. Failed to a record of 500 again, 24-24. Finished the season against the Houston Rockets with the record of 2-2. The two games that the Lakers won, they won in Los Angeles, and the two games that the Lakers lost was in Houston home. And remember that these two losses where the Lakers were humiliated and lost for more than 15-point difference. So what's next? The Lakers will play a back-to-back games where tomorrow they will travel to Atlanta where they will visit the Hawks and 70:30 Eastern time. Remember, in this moment, the Atlanta Hawks, they are in the 11th place in the Eastern Conference with a record in 1927. They have just won 4 of the last 10 games that they have played, and they are fighting to enter to the play-in. In this moment, they are tied with the Brooklyn Nets, so they need to win to enter to the playoffs. So, and the Lakers in this moment they are in this moment in the 9th place with a record of 24-24. The only good news is that the Jazz also lost his game and they have the same record. So the Lakers need to keep winning to enter to finish in the end of the zone in the play-in zone. So the Lakers start bad the week, but the Lakers need to win this game, tomorrow's game. But it look difficult because the Lakers will play a back-to-back games. They will travel to another city, and the team is old and the team is tired for what happened the next Saturday. So this will be a complicated game. So I hope and I think that the Lakers will win this game by 1 or 3 point difference, and the Lakers will come back to win again. Because remember that the Lakers need to win this game because after this game, the Lakers will have 2 complicated games against the Celtics and the Knicks. So let's see if the Lakers can win tomorrow. So here's one my opinion about what happened tonight, where the Lakers started with bad, where they lost and were humiliated by the Houston Rockets. They finished 119-135. Finished the series 2-2 against the Rockets, and the Lakers again have a record of 500. See you next video. Gibran.